G'day, sir.
G'day, sir. You alright?
I am alright. How are you?
Not bad. How are you doing?
I am great.
Amazing.
Cool.
Good.
How's your hand?
Better. Much better.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting better by the day. I feel like now I just put the brace on for show.
I hope it never heals.
What do you mean you hope you never heal?
Because you gotta be honest, it really gives us a cool segue into this podcast.
Yeah.
Like, not a cool segue, but there's always like, g'day, sir. And then, are you alright? Okay, we're alright. And then what? And we only had to deal with that once, which was the very first episode, because right after you broke your hand.
That's true.
So since then...
People don't know me without the brace. It's become a part of me.
Who are you when you're not someone with a broken hand? Be sure to find out.
I need to find myself.
Find yourself and show us then who you found.
I'm gonna do
But
that.
hey, don't stress yourself. People don't find themselves for all their life.
Yeah.
That's fine. Sometimes finding yourself means accepting that you will always look for yourself and search yourself.
I like that.
And on that note, welcome to this new episode of Don't Scream, I'll Cry. Welcome back to our cozy little man cave. That term is coined. That is the case. We are in a man cave under our cozy little bed.
Yeah, as we should.
As we should.
In a little nook.
Before the podcast started,
Yeah.
we talked about names.
Yes.
And I wanted to tell you the story about how my sister got her name, or almost gotten a different name when she was born.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was that my mom had given birth to my sister. My sister is, by the way, older. She's 1.5 years older, which is not much if you think
Yeah.
about it. Like, it's barely an age gap that we have.
Yeah.
But yeah, still the older sister. And when she was born...
She's younger than me.
Yeah, much
Your
younger.
older sister is younger than me. I
Yeah.
always find that funny.
Feety.
I was gonna say weird and funny at the same time. I always find it.
It is weird and funny at the same time.
Yeah.
So I understand. No, yeah, it's weird because like you're my partner, like, and
Yeah.
and my older sister, you know, the girl that I don't know, it was my whole childhood, like always the older one,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff, and you know, always the responsible one and whatever. Even
Yeah.
though we really don't have much of an age gap,
Yeah, a year and a half is not much.
right? And you're older than her,
Yeah.
much older.
Not
You're
much.
Much older.
2 years. Am I right?
No. 3.
No, I'm 3 years older than you.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
then it must be
99.
two, yeah.
You're 2002.
My sister's 2001.
So 2 years.
Yeah.
Crazy,
You see, I'm
yeah.
2002, she's 2001. Like, that's...
Yeah, it's just the year
It's not
difference.
much.
Yeah.
And then she's a summer child, I'm a winter child. That's just where
Yeah.
the rest of the half year goes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so when she was born, my mom had a name for her ready
Uh-huh.
and told the nurse or whoever you tell after you give birth.
Yeah. I have no idea who you
Like,
tell.
after you give birth, you tell someone, hey, yeah, that's going to be her name, right?
Uh-huh.
So she said what my sister's going to be named. They wrote it down. It's official. My sister has her name, right?
Yeah.
And then in that moment, my sister apparently smiled at my mom like,
Yeah.
for the first time because, you know, being birthed is stressful, I can imagine.
Yeah, on both sides.
On both sides, but like as a child, it must be so confusing. What's going on here?
Oh, God.
Why is it cold? Why is it so bright? Exactly. I understandable crash out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Meltdown.
Anyway, so my sister smiled to my mom for the first time.
Yeah.
And apparently she had this huge dimple on her cheek.
Yeah.
And like on a baby
Aw.
face that already has such small cheeks, to have such a
Yeah.
huge dimple that was
Yeah.
apparently so, you know, striking to my mom that she was like, should have been Gamze. So my mom thought about like, I should have called her Gamze. Gamze in Turkish, it's a Turkish name, girl name, and it means dimple.
Oh.
And it's not that uncommon.
As in this name?
This name, yeah.
Okay.
So she was like, I should have called her that.
Yeah.
My sister still has this dimple.
She does.
Yeah. Yeah.
She does.
And she,
It's a nice dimple. You also have a dimple there.
yeah, I do. But I got it much later than her. Like, my sister had it since birth. And
Yeah.
she has it so strong that when she talks, it also comes out. It's not only when she
Yeah.
smiles, but
Yeah.
also when she talks, which is so pretty. And
It
I
is,
always
yeah.
loved that. And I was always a bit jealous. Like, I also want a dimple.
Aw.
But I got one when I was a teenager.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have no idea why.
You manifested yourself a dimple.
Manifested the dimple.
Nice.
Which I think is wild. Like I didn't have that.
And it just
It just
is there
happened.
now.
I mean,
How
probably.
are dimples?
I think it's genetic.
Right.
No, I know it's genetic.
Yeah, but what exactly is it?
It's
is
a
it
muscle.
like in a muscle?
I think it's a muscle.
Is it like a malfunctional of a muscle?
Oh, I don't know. Do we have a muscle extra or less? Or is it just the way the muscle works?
Give me a second, I need to Google it.
Oh, okay, you're going to Google that.
I want to know that.
Did you find it out?
Yeah.
Well, what is it?
Dimples are formed by a variation in a facial muscle called, I have no idea how to say it, which splits into two bundles of muscle during fetal development.
So it's a muscle split. It's so weird. It has no evolutionary purpose, or so I think.
Yeah,
It's just there.
it's a muscle split.
Thank you for finding that out.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Yeah, so that made me think of the fact that in Turkish, names have meanings. And I don't know if I know that so much from Western countries. Because,
Like what kind of names?
well, for example, Gamze,
Yeah.
you know? And it's not that weird. Like, why would you call your daughter Dimple? But it's really not weird because it's a name.
Yeah.
In Turkish, you also have Deniz, which is the sea.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Or Bahar, which is spring, I think. And
In
then
English, you've got summer.
you have summer, right?
Yeah.
Right, summer is a name.
I know it's summer.
Okay. Maybe I know that from German.
But
There's
in German,
definitely
because
not.
in English, I'm thinking now, there's hope as well.
Hope is a name.
Yeah.
Then we have,
Rose.
yeah, or plants in general. Rose,
Yeah.
daisy,
Oh,
Lily.
Lily.
yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful name.
Lily.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Like in Turkish, there's a lot of names like that.
Yeah. Wasn't there a name that meant war?
Yeah, Savaş.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, Savaş. And then I called one of my characters in a script that I written, I called him Ateş,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't think is that much like of a common name. I just really liked that.
Yeah.
Ateş means fire.
That's a good name.
Yeah, then you have Onur, you have Umut, you have like all of these
What do they
names.
mean?
Onur is, I think, honor.
Oh, okay.
And Umut is hope.
Okay.
Yeah, and all of that. You have your resilient, you have the real one, you have, you know, the one and only,
Nice.
you know. Like all of these things
Nice.
mean. Like not all Turkish names have a meaning, but a lot of them do.
I think that's beautiful in a way because you can then see how much from the name the child carries on into their life.
Oh yeah, that's even a thing. Do you know the term nomen est omen? It's
Yeah.
Latin.
Yeah.
That's it's basically saying the name is a prediction. There's a superstition or like a sign of bad luck. You really shouldn't choose a name for your child that happens to mean death
Yeah.
in another language. Because nomen est omen, the name is a prediction.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why people like started calling their children like hope or resilient.
Yeah. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it carries a beautiful meaning.
The process of giving name is so big. Like if you would now have to think, you have a child, what do you
Yeah.
call it? Like
Yeah.
I feel like it's really not that deep, but you also don't want to mess it up.
So important.
Yeah,
It feels so important.
yeah. Like you choose that for another person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, both of
Yeah,
us rejected
uh,
our birth name.
Yeah, I was just about to say you choose a name that's gonna be with this person for the rest
Forever.
of their life, and then
I'm already disproving that
Yeah.
both of us rejected our
birth names.
birth
yeah.
name. Yeah. See, I sometimes read in the comments or we get DMs of people saying like, "Oh, how did you come up with the names that you're going with, that you're going by right now?
Yeah.
How was the process of finding the name? How was the process of identifying with this name?" And it is quite interesting. And then those are the moments that I remember. It's not that usual, but the fact that we did it and the person that we are closest to also did
Yeah.
it makes it much more.
And so many other people in our circle of
Yeah,
friends
we have
as well.
so many friends from the transgender community.
Yeah.
So a lot of them just don't go by their birth name, which of course like makes sense.
Yeah.
And so it is super usual and normal for us, and yet so many people are like, how do you just
How
change
do you
your
just
name?
change your name? Oh, I think my story is very underwhelming.
Do you want to talk about that? Is that something that you would be okay to go into? How did you
Yeah,
choose
totally.
your name? How did you come
We
up
can
with
even do
your
it
name?
now.
Sure, yeah. I know that people wanted that, but like
Yeah.
I was thinking at some point down the line when we talk about our trans experience or whatever, but we can also like
What experience?
trans experience.
What experience?
Transgender.
Yeah, no, I can talk about it now, but I always feel like how I chose my name is very underwhelming because someone just suggested the name to me.
You were like type.
And I was like, let me think about it. Like,
No,
at
but
first
that
I
was not
wasn't
the story.
No, fair
There's
enough,
more
yeah.
to it.
That's true. For a very brief moment, for like literally a few days, maybe a week, I went by a different name. I went by Evan, and
Which I think, yeah, I see it.
for me,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah. I think you're a Dorian, definitely.
yeah.
But Evan, I see why you thought you could
Yeah.
like it.
I feel like, see, when I was thinking about a name that I want, I had so many requirements that the name needed to meet. Like, I didn't want it to start with the same letter as my birth name.
Yeah. Which is totally understandable.
Yeah,
Because you don't want to have anything that reminds you of the birth name. The literal reason you get rid of the birth name is because you
you
cannot
feel
identify with
uncomfortable
it.
with it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so like not wanting any characteristics to go over to the second name, the new name,
Yeah.
the right name,
Yeah.
is totally understandable.
Yeah, I think so too. So I really didn't want that.
Yeah.
And the other thing was that I really didn't want my name to have an O in it. Because I don't know, I just don't like the letter O. It's too round for me.
Yeah, Dorian.
Yeah, it starts with a D,
Yeah.
which my birth name also did.
Yeah.
And literally the second letter in there is O.
So Dorian literally didn't pass any of the
Yeah,
checks.
no, it didn't. But I feel like that's also why it felt right, because the Evan felt so engineered.
Constructed.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
felt so fake
Yeah.
almost, because it ticked all the boxes to the point where like it was soulless. Like it didn't mean anything to me. So I feel like, and also when I actually got people to call me by that name, it just didn't feel right.
By Evan now.
By Evan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't feel right.
Okay, how did you come up with Evan? Like, where did you encounter that name?
I don't even know. I think I just knew it.
It just came to you.
Just
You were
came
like,
to me.
Hey, Evan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you on the active search of names? Like, were you like brainstorming? Were you looking through?
Yes, I had a list.
Okay.
And I
Do you
had
remember any other name from the list?
Let me think about it. Vincent.
I see that.
There was a Vincent on there.
I know that you have a you have a script, and you called one of the characters Vincent because you didn't choose it for yourself.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
a pretty name.
Yeah. I wish I would have chosen it as my second name.
Dorian
But
Vincent.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I didn't.
Okay.
I don't have a second name. But I wish it would have been Vincent. I mean, maybe it's not too late.
No, well, I mean, hey, if we can prove one thing, then it is that names are so interchangeable.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But so it was Evan, but it didn't feel right. And I feel like whenever someone would call me by that name, it would almost feel like they were dead naming me.
Oh.
Even though that wasn't true, but it was the similar kind of discomfort by like, why do you call me that?
Because you realize that that's not the right name.
Yeah,
And for the dead name, it was also the case.
yeah,
So you were like, okay, that feels the same.
exactly.
That's
Of
not
course,
me.
it was less intense. It was a different kind of discomfort, but it was still a discomfort.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I think that's how you know that that's not the name.
Yeah.
You might not know which one is the right name, but you will know if it's not the right name.
Yeah. You feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how
So I
did...
feel like experimenting with names is a good idea.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like
Yeah,
everyone...
like asking someone from the closest circle, or even however you feel.
However, whoever you want to include in that name
Yeah.
finding, like don't be scared to experiment with that. Like, in the end, it's a name that you preferably go by for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So, it's not a problem to be like
Picky.
Yeah.
It's supposed to feel good. So
Yeah, it's supposed to be you.
And you don't owe anything. You don't owe anyone
Yeah.
choosing it quickly or
No.
anything.
No. But I get it. Like, I think when people, if people from the transgender community, or like trans community, or queer community that are just not able to identify with their name anymore and want to choose a new name, they already feel like, possibly, because that's what I felt like, certainly,
Yeah.
I already ask so much of you, changing the pronouns, which is a definite must, changing your perception of me.
Yeah.
So imposing a new name on someone, or
Yeah.
like, it feels like you're imposing that. Like, it feels like you're pushing that
Yeah.
onto them, which is not the case.
It is not the case, but it feels like
It feels like
when-
another burden that I put upon
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Like I feel like coming out as trans, you involve the other person a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So like, which is not the case, for example, when you come out as gay.
Yeah, because it
Or-
doesn't concern you that I'm gay. but it does concern you when I come out as trans
Because
and
you
tell
need to adapt.
Yeah, and tell you, please use these pronouns now.
Yeah.
Please change your perception of me.
Yeah, and that's something I really felt guilty for, which of course I shouldn't. There's no need to feel guilty for that, but I did,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I ended up going by Evan, and that was the only name I tried out before actually going by Dorian. And it was, like I said, it was a friend of mine suggested it to me. She was just saying that it would suit me. And at
Out of the
first-
blue.
Out of the blue.
It's not like she read the picture of Dorian Gray.
No, no, my name was not inspired by the picture of Dorian
You
Gray.
get that a lot, don't
I
you?
do get that a
Every
lot.
time you tell someone that your name is Dorian and I stand next to it, because those are the only moments that I can witness.
Yeah.
A new person is like, oh my God, like the
Dorian
picture
Gray.
of Dorian Gray. And you must have heard that much more than I.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
heard it a
able
lot.
to
I heard
recall.
it a lot at work.
But that's not
on
the only
internet as well.
Yeah, it's not the only Dorian that exists.
That's true, but it is not quite a common name.
Okay,
I would
yeah.
say it is not a very common name.
True.
That's also why I was a bit skeptical about it, because I wanted a name that's quite common. I didn't want anything fancy,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that was just my preference. And so when the friend of mine suggested Dorian, I was a bit skeptical at first. And what changed it was that at the time I used to work at a reception, and I had a guest checking in, and he looked really cool. He had long hair. I think he was wearing like a little braid in there as well, just looking really, really cool, and like a bit camp, but in a good way.
Yeah.
And his name was Dorian.
Huh.
And I feel like that kind of made the name seem real
Yeah.
to me, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. That there was a person named Dorian, and suddenly it personified.
Yeah.
Like
There's a real person who has that name.
Exactly.
And suddenly you have a picture
Yeah.
to the name.
Exactly, of Dorian.
Lol.
And so after that, I thought, you know what? I'll try out Dorian, and it just fit right in.
Because that's also important, like trying out the name.
Yeah.
Hey, I think you're right. Dorian might suit me. Let's try that. And then
Yeah.
your friends called you Dorian, and then you were just comfortable
Yeah,
with that.
I was just comfortable with that.
And you didn't mind the fact that it had a D or an O.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
I think I don't know anyone else who's called Dorian. Like, I know someone who knows someone who's called Dorian,
Like the German way.
German version,
Yeah.
which I've also never heard.
Yeah.
And then I said, oh yeah, their name is Dorian. And then
Yeah.
he said, no, Dorian. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's really
Right.
important that I say it like a German. Yeah. But
I
apparently,
see.
like, I mean, I thought it didn't exist in German. Apparently it does.
Yeah.
But the French,
Yeah, I was just about to say when I went to school there, when I
Yeah.
went to school in Paris.
when you lived in Paris for a while, they didn't have a problem with your name,
No,
did they?
they would pronounce either Dorian or Dorian.
Dorian.
And I really like both of those.
Do you not have a preference?
Dorian.
Dorian.
Sounds really good. I think because it's closer to my actual name.
Right, because there's the N.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wouldn't correct them? Like you wouldn't say...
No.
"Oh."
No. Oh, sorry, it's actually Dorian.
Like this one
Dorian.
person told me, it's Dorian.
Yeah, I would no. I like it. I like it. It's just how it was
No, I
easier
love
for
your
me to
name.
pronounce.
I love your name. Like when I met you, it felt like so
Whimsical.
whimsical. Exactly, it felt so whimsical. So I really think you chose a good name, and I really think it does suit you.
Yeah, I definitely never regretted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels right
Yeah.
to me. How was it about you?
My name, not that interesting. However,
That's also what I said, and then I went into a whole
Whole-
story. So
so maybe there is more to it.
yeah,
My name also, like I didn't have as many rules as you did.
yeah,
My only rule was I don't want it to remind me of my dead name.
yeah. So
Of
kind
my
of like
birth
mine
name.
with the
Exactly.
starting with the same
So,
letter.
so I didn't want it to start with the R or like because it also started with an R.
Yeah.
And I certainly didn't want the masculinization of my name, which is Raphael. So I was like, definitely not Raphael. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when I came out and I said, hey, I'm looking for a name to my mom,
Yeah,
but I definitely don't want Raphael because it's too close. It's literally just the masculinization.
yeah,
And just to put that out of the picture, it's not Rafaela. Like, my name was not Rafaela. I just don't, in general, like, trans people are not the biggest fan if you try to find out their dead name because it's not necessary. So
yeah,
if you don't know a trans person or don't have contact to the trans community, you might not know that. But asking for the dead name or, like, trying to find out what the dead name is kind of inappropriate. So just
don't do that.
don't do that. But because I already see people thinking, oh, it was the feminine version of Raphael, so it must have been Rafaela. No, let's put that out. It's not, but it was very similar.
Yeah,
So yeah, I told that like I was so sure it's not going to be Raphael.
Yeah.
It's too close to home. Like it feels too much like
Yeah.
that. So I was in the search of a name,
Yeah.
and I actually took my time with that.
Good.
Because like I started transitioning, I started taking testosterone, and during that transitional phase, people in general only called me Rafa. My family called me Rafa, my friends called me Rafa, which felt like a gender neutral enough name.
Yeah.
It still was too close to my real dead name, like at that time,
Yeah.
which was why I didn't want to go with it anymore. But that kind of made it easier. That kind of led me to not have any pressure with finding the right name. So I considered so many names.
So many.
So many
What
names.
kind? Oh, tell me all.
I remember, so I was looking at media, I was looking at films and series I've watched at that time that inspired me, or like with
Yeah.
characters that I can identify with. And I wanted an English sounding name because I knew I don't want to live in Germany. I thought at that time that I would definitely want to move to the US. That was my plan. It was such a secure plan for me as well. Like I'm definitely moving to the
Yeah.
US. So I was like, okay, I definitely want a name that is easy to pronounce for an English-speaking person. So I considered so many. I considered, I was watching Supernatural at that time, so I was
Yeah.
just thinking about, not actually
But, like,
considered, but
having it in
thinking
mind.
about Dean or Sam,
Yeah.
right? Sam was immediately off the table because my partner at that time had an ex-partner who was named Sam. So that was immediate. I pitched it to them, and they were like, "Not Sam." Like,
Not
why
Sam.
would you name yourself after my ex?
Shame, I was about to say that Sam would suit you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I,
thought
think it
that
could
like
be a Sam.
I would be more a Sam than a Dean,
Yeah.
even though I would have loved to be a Dean, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that also didn't. That didn't work as much because it was not quite right.
Yeah.
Also, I had in the back of my mind, I was kind of sad because my name back in the day, I had basically two names, like first name and second first name. Both of them represented my culture and where I'm from. And so thinking about getting such Americanized names kind
Oh,
of
I
made me
see.
sad because I was like, yeah, I'm losing.
Your heritage.
I'm losing my heritage. Like people will not be able to tell who I am, where I'm from, when I choose these names. But that was just a small voice in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
So my search for American names continued, and because I didn't listen to that small little voice.
Yeah.
And one day I was watching a show where one of the characters was called Alec, and
What show was it?
Shadowhunters.
Okay, I have not heard of
Yeah,
that.
it's just embarrassing that I just considered that name because of that character. But yeah, his name was Alec. If you know Shadowhunters, he's really cool. But I was watching that show, never considered that name, and my mom just walked in.
Sorry, can I just say that Alec is such a blonde-haired name?
Do you think so?
I think so.
Huh.
I cannot explain it, but it's such a blonde-haired name.
Okay. I see that. So like, I was watching Shadowhunters. My mom comes in, and you don't know my mom, but she does kind of look like the actor who plays Alec. She has green eyes like him, similar face structure, bone, very strong cheekbones. My mom has, and so she walks in and said, "Huh, he could be my son, don't you think?" And I just looked at her.
You said it.
Yes, you're right. And I was like, do you know what, Mama? You have a son. So I thought Alec is a really good name because I thought that was a really cool moment,
Yeah.
very meaningful moment. So I said, you know what, Alec it is then. And so when I came out to the majority of my peers, like classmates, teachers and everything,
Yeah.
when I asked them to adjust my pronouns, to use the right pronouns for me, I also asked to use the right name for me, which I then told them was Alec.
Yeah.
And it was fine. Like they just had struggles saying that name because I had planned it will work out in America, but I didn't think about the fact that it doesn't work in Germany for the time being.
How would people say it in German?
Alec.
Alec.
So it's not like it's like Alex, but like without the x. So it's just Alec. And it just kind of bothered me because it's not like just say Alec, like you can speak English. But anyway, it wasn't that deep
Yeah.
anyway. Because I quickly realized, same as you with Evan, I don't know, that doesn't quite feel right. Like
How long did it take you?
Oh, a long time, like
Okay.
months, even up to a year. Like,
Okay.
and because my teachers, bless them, stick to it.
Oh, that's really nice.
stick to it. They just kept calling me Alec. Even the ones who couldn't say the name, they just said Alec. Like, bless them.
That's
Love them.
nice.
I had a really, really cool high school experience. For those of you who don't know, I came out in high school. Like,
Yeah.
and also not very, like I still had 2 years of high school to go.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like 2 months before graduating. I came out and everything that happens doesn't matter anyway because I'm gone soon.
Yeah.
But it was proper 2 years still, or 3
Yeah.
years even. So I need to live with those peers for a long time. And so my teachers adjusted, and with the teachers followed the students because they just followed their example. Anyway, and then I just at some point found out, Alec's not the name. It's similar to you. It's just not me. Like when people called it, it was like,
Who are
I
you
need to
talking to?
react because I learned to react, not because I
Yeah.
can identify with that name.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, maybe that's not the name. And during that time was also the time I started testosterone, and I started with surgeries, and I felt more and more comfortable with who I am. I was socially started to be accepted as a binary male, and that was really cool. I gained confidence, I gained trust, and suddenly realized that it really doesn't bother me that people call me Rafa, because that still kept going.
Yeah. Oh, that makes so much sense that it came with testosterone, that it came with actually
Yeah.
having transitioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like once that was out of the picture, it didn't feel like it bothered me that much anymore.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I can identify with that name. So I walked up to my mom and I said, if you had a son, like right now, you give birth to a son, what would you call him? And her, knowing that I don't like the name Raphael, said, well, I would call him Raphael because I really like that name. And if you don't want to have it, like I would call him that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, Raphael. And then I went to my dad and I said, if you were to have a son right now, what would you call him? And then he said, Alessandro. And then I was like, Raphael Alessandro it is. And that just felt right because my parents gave me that name.
Yeah.
And that felt correct. Even
Yeah.
though it doesn't have to be, like, of course, you can give yourself your own name.
But I see what you mean.
But it meant something
It's
to
like
me.
your parents named you just, what,
Yeah.
16 years
Later.
later.
Yeah. And that was really sweet. And then I went by Rafael Alessandro. And I was happy that it wasn't German. And I was happy that it wasn't American.
Yeah, good.
Because I'm like, I cannot identify with either of these cultures.
Yeah.
However, it still to this day hurts me that it's not Turkish. But it just didn't come up like that. I had a name, my first dead name, was Turkish. And I just lost that.
Yeah.
And it still kind of hurts me. I was considering Turkish name. Efe, I was considering for some time. Efe.
Does it mean something?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But it just, I don't know, it felt like it was close to Rafa. Efe, Rafa, I don't know.
Okay. No, I see that.
Yeah, it just didn't work. But yeah, that's why my name sounds more Spanish-Italian than I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should have been a Turkish name, but yeah. And then
Yeah.
that's that. That's how I came up with my name.
Oh, that's nice.
It's quite a
That's
long
nice. I
story.
think it's a beautiful name.
Rafael Alessandro.
Yeah.
Niemoya.
Soon.
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 I hear every now and then from DMs or from comments that people are interested in our trans path. And while we did talk about this on live streams already,
Yeah.
I think we can talk about it
I think
on
it's
the
a good
podcast
idea.
at some point. So
Yeah.
how was the coming out? How old were we?
Yeah.
What was the reaction and all that? And
Yeah, I
that's
think
an
doing it
important-
in bits is a
Yeah.
good idea. We already spoke about the names.
Yeah.
We can talk about something next episode or in episodes to come. But I think it's a good idea. Well, now that we've spoke about the names, didn't plan to, but glad we did.
Yeah.
I've brought something
You've
today.
brought something,
I've brought
yes.
something today.
Interactive.
Yes, an interactive part, which to those who know, no, to those who don't know, I speak Polish. And so I've brought a little language game there for you.
Ooh.
I've got a list of Polish words, nouns,
Yeah.
and you might know that Polish is a very gendered language. Every noun has a gender, and even though we don't use articles, it is still how you declinate the word and how you adjust the adjectives following it.
Yeah. Pronouns.
Exactly, basically.
It is so common in so many languages. Just
Yeah.
English doesn't do that.
Yeah, which, good.
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 Makes non-binary pronouns so much easier.
That's true. Yes, we're with Polish now, and so there are well, 3 genders.
Yeah.
You can have masculine, feminine, and neutral.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm about to read. I've got a few words,
Yeah.
and you're about to be guessing what
Which-
gender they are.
Yeah, okay, and for those of you who do not speak a language that has gendered nouns, you might not know that there's no rules to that.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. Like, the hardest thing about learning a language that has gendered nouns is memorizing that. It's like vocab. It's
Yeah.
like there's no rules. It's not like things you can touch are, you know, neutral,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
things
yeah.
you can only imagine are masculine. Like,
Neutral, yeah.
it doesn't follow any rule.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't follow the endings. Like, there are indications. For example, in Italian,
Mm-hmm.
words, nouns that end on a are most
Yeah,
likely
it's
feminine.
It's similar in Polish.
Ah, okay.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying that now. 'cause that's,
You're already giving me a tip
yeah,
here.
No.
But like, yeah, you just have to memorize that. And so this is me just guessing now.
Yeah, it is you just guessing. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna say the word. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it in Polish.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna use your best judgment to tell me what gender the word is.
Yes. Okay. Okay. But I want to say the words in Polish too,
All right.
because I am currently trying to learn Polish, and it's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not an easy language to learn.
Nie jest easy.
Łatwe.
Nie jest łatwe. Jest skomplikowane.
And then you pull out that word.
Tak.
And then you pull out the word skomplikowane. That is impressive.
I'm trying my best here. Okay.
Wow.
Nie mówię po polsku.
You do.
Yeah. Currently, I am speaking Polish.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's try.
Okay. Word number 1
Yeah.
is song.
Song.
A song.
Okay.
In Polish, it's piosenka.
Piosenka. Okay, piosenka. I would say, because it ends on an a, and songs are beautiful, women are beautiful, so female.
You're right.
Yes, probably because of the a,
Yeah.
not because of the second explanation.
It is. It is right.
In German,
Yeah.
it's Lied,
Lead.
Lied, like follow someone's lead.
Lead.
Yeah, just spelled differently. What do you think?
I think it's also feminine.
No,
Is it neutral?
neutral.
Really?
Das Lied.
That's lead. Nice. Makes sense. It's very, because song is very non-graspable.
Yeah, but that's not the rule.
I know.
But I understand
I
your
know.
logic.
You know what I mean?
Okay, next one. Okay.
Okay.
So far, it's 1
Yeah.
to 0.
I know. Okay. The next word is a car.
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 Okay. What's the word?
Samochód.
Samochód.
Samochód means literally walking by itself.
Samochód.
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 Samo means like by itself, and chód is a walk.
I mean, like automobile. Auto by itself, mobile, moving.
yeah.
Automobile.
Yeah. Oh wow! Right, of course.
Did you not know
the
that?
literal translation?
Yeah.
I just didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samochód. Samochód. I say it's male, not because cars are male, but because
Sure.
because it ends on a T, and I feel like consonants.
Depends on a D actually.
Oh, then
Samochód.
on a D. Oh, then it's feminine. No, I would say because it ends on a consonant, I would say it's masculine.
It is masculine.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Okay, German word?
Das Auto.
Das Auto. Damn, how do you know that?
From an adult. Which car brand has a in their slogan? Das Auto.
I don't know. Volkswagen. Volkswagen. Das Auto.
Yes, exactly, exactly. I knew that.
Yeah,
I knew that there was
Volkswagen.
something like that. Yeah.
And that means
Well, das.
which
We're
means
neutral.
Neutral. Yes. 2 to 1.
Ow.
It didn't hurt. I know it didn't.
I think it re-broke.
Okay.
Okay, the third word is gingerbread.
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 Okay.
It's in Polish. It's piernik.
Piernik. Okay. Piernik. Piernik. That sounds like a second name.
Piernik.
Yeah.
There is a second name, miernik.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think so, at least, or maybe I'm imagining it.
I mean, honestly, it could.
It could exist.
Piernik. And I don't think you insulted anyone here.
I mean, it's close to an insult.
Is it? Don't say the insult.
I'm not going to say the insult, no.
Piernik, okay. Due to my logic from the car, it should be masculine. However, I want to say neutral just to switch things up.
So you stick with neutral.
See, now your reaction threw me off. I say it's male.
So you stick with male.
Yes.
It is male.
I can read you. I can read you like an open book. Just the twitch of your eyebrow told me that I shouldn't switch to neutral.
Ah, I need to keep my poker face. I would be so bad at poker.
Yeah, I mean, against me, at least.
Yeah.
In German, gingerbread is Lebkuchen.
Lebkuchen.
Kuchen.
Kuchen.
Lebkuchen.
Lebkuchen. And it's neutral.
I don't know. No, it's not.
Is it not neutral? I'm so bad at this.
Yeah, you are.
What is it? Okay, it's
Compound noun, which means we go with the gender of the last word, which is in this case Kuchen. Kuchen means cake. So, second try, cake. Male?
D.
Female?
Yeah.
Why? Because women bake?
No, not because women bake. It just sounds right.
No, it's male.
Is it male?
Yeah, der Kuchen. Der Lebkuchen.
So disappointing.
You see, there's no rules to this. This is just a game of luck.
Because women bake.
Okay, give me two more.
Two more of the Polish
Yeah.
ones. Okay. Okay. Piece, as in an art piece.
Okay.
In Polish, it's dzieło.
Dzieło. It's a pretty word.
Dzieło.
Dzieło. Jesteś moim dzieło.
Aww.
Did that sound like I called you like a piece of me? Like because I wanted to say you're my art piece, kind of.
Yeah,
but-
no.
Okay.
No, it sounded
Didn't
like
say
an
like
art piece.
you're my leg or something like your piece. Of
No.
Me. Okay. You're one of my pieces.
You're one of my pieces, one of my limbs.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
no. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Dzieło. Dzieło. Wa indicates male. Wa. However, you didn't have a neutral one yet. So I go with neutral.
It is neutral.
I know how you think. I know how your brain works. This is a connection, but that only goes one way.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I wouldn't know how to translate that into German. Like, you can say art piece, which would be Kunstwerk. Oh, then it would be Werk.
Werk.
Werk. But that's literally work, like artwork.
I say feminine. Because it's a work of art.
No. Oh, that's sweet. That's a sweet explanation. But no,
No.
das Werk.
I did not get a single one. I am so bad at this.
Das means neutral, so it's neutral.
Not a single one. Wow. Okay, the last word is justice.
Justice.
Yeah, justice. In Polish, it's sprawiedliwość.
Oh, that's a long one. Sprawiedliwość.
Sprawiedliwość.
Oh shit.
Sprawiedliwość.
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 Yeah?
Okay.
That's really good.
Okay, it ends on ch,
Yeah.
which is mean. Men are mean.
I like your logic. I really like your logic.
Sprawiedliwość. I stick with the consonants, and I say it's male.
Okay,
It's not.
it's not.
Oh.
It's feminine.
Oh. Okay, you told me. I would have said. That point still goes to me.
Yeah, right, right. How is it in German?
Gerechtigkeit.
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 Kite. Gerechtigkeit.
Yeah, sehr gut. And that is
I will say feminine
why?
because it's a value.
Huh.
It's a value. It's a good value.
Uh-huh. And like sprawiedliwość.
Yeah.
Um,
Sprawiedliwość. Yeah.
Sprawiedliwość.
I'll just say that it's the same in German.
It is.
Yes.
Yes, 1 point towards the end.
Nice.
Very good.
Nice.
Proud of
You've done well.
Well, it's not 10 out of 10, but
It's 4 out of 5.
well, I take that. Well, thank you. That was very interesting. I think I already know what I want to give you next time. Kind of inspired by that, but not that.
Is it language related?
It's
as well?
language related.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Are people interested in it? Are you guys interested in?
Or is that boring? Because I know that probably everyone who's speaks Polish or German currently just had a blast.
Yeah.
Because I just think it's funny
Yeah.
if, a podcast that isn't that language talks
Yeah.
about language that you can speak.
Yeah.
However, is that interesting for everyone who doesn't speak these languages? I mean, what I would do next time is also not necessarily Germany fixated. However, similar as the road rules, I'm just
Yeah.
asking myself, is that even of interest? So if you
Yeah.
want to leave us your feedback, again, this is a collaborative space.
Yeah.
This is literally for you. So just tell us.
Yeah.
Feel free to tell us in feedback.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of interactive part, should we start with the DMs?
Absolutely. Do you want to start with the ones you saw?
Oh, right. Okay, so staying with the German road laws,
Yeah.
people sent us in funny laws from their country because, the list of funny laws that I read out in the last episode
Yeah.
kind of got them to look up funny laws in their own country or region.
Yeah.
And so we were sent quite the funny, unnecessary things from all over the place. Specifically, the thing that I brought now, a DM that I got, is about Quebec.
Okay.
I mean, not that I got, it was sent to the Don't Scream Out
Yeah.
Cry Instagram channel, but that's the one that I will bring into this podcast. now.
Exactly. That's the one I haven't seen.
Okay, this person writes, in Quebec, it is illegal to camp in your own backyard without a permit. So if you just want to set up a tent on your own property to have a little camping night at home, you can get fined up to $1,000 if you don't have a permission or permit.
Why? It's my own property. Why can I not do whatever the hell I want?
No idea. No idea. Literally the only reason that I can think of is maybe not to disturb the neighbors so late.
But then it's about sound and like not being loud.
Yeah,
for
then the rule
example.
should be, I don't know.
You cannot make noise after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, which is literally a rule in Germany.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You know? Does that have a name?
Nachtruhe.
Nachtruhe.
Yeah.
La?
Nein, Ruhe.
Ruhe.
No, oh no, not that word. Not that word. Oh God. What did I say? You just had a really mean word for prostitute. Why are they so close to each other?
Say again.
Ruhe.
Ruhe.
Don't say he. Ruhe.
Ruhe.
He. Just breathe. Ruhe.
Ruhe.
Yeah. Nacht. Ruhe.
Nacht. Ruhe.
No, don't. That's night war. You're saying night war. Doesn't matter.
I will not try anymore.
Skip that part.
End this.
Let's end this.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah. So that's a law in Quebec. You cannot camp in your own property, even though it's your own property.
Wow.
Next one. It is illegal to water your lawn when it's raining. And in brackets, mind you, Canada is the third country with the biggest renewable water resources in the world. So why?
I mean, I see how it's just pointless because why would you?
Yeah, it's water
like,
waste.
why would you want to
Yeah.
water your lawn if you?
I mean, it's raining
It's
outside.
raining,
Yeah.
exactly.
But then on the other hand, I don't know if like in areas where it's really getting hot, isn't like it wouldn't become a problem if it gets dried out and like.
But when would it? It wouldn't become dry because it's raining. I don't.
No, because it's really hot. I'm saying if it's hot, like if the sun's really shining, or is the sun never shining in Quebec? Like much. I mean, in Germany, which is on the planet quite north. I wouldn't say very north, but like quite north, looking at the equator. It sometimes the lawn dries out, fully
Yeah.
dries out in the summer.
Yeah.
So I mean, Canada is of course more north
Yeah.
than that, so maybe not.
Yeah. I think like if it rains, then it probably doesn't dry out. Like if it rains so much, then it probably doesn't dry out. But like it's such a specific thing to prohibit.
Yeah. It's
so-
my lawn.
It's yeah.
Leave me. But then on the other hand, maybe because it's wasting water.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. The next one is
Yeah.
interesting. In Quebec City, you can get sued if you paint the outside of your house more than 2 different colors. And in some cities in Canada, it is illegal to paint the exterior of your house or garage purple. So it's 2 laws in there.
Okay, I actually have something to say.
Okay.
The first one, I get. I don't say that that's the right way to go about things. But
So the one where you're not allowed to paint your...
more than two colors,
Yeah.
or not. I get it, but like I kind of can't figure out the reasoning behind it because probably it has something to do with like how, like the unison of the neighborhood. You know,
to
like the
maintain a
looks of it.
specific look in the neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
then, okay, but that's not my problem.
Yeah, that's true. That's not my problem that the city doesn't look nice.
Or the neighborhood, literally. It's not the city. Like, the fact that I want to... And even, what if the colors are very close to each other? What if one of them is yellow and the other one is a brighter yellow?
You're like, what if you run out of paint and you just cannot find the same color?
Oh, God, imagine you get sued because of that because you don't know.
You just
See, the only thing that I can imagine to go so far as to actually, by law, to prohibit that
Yeah.
is medical reasons. So if you... Okay, now, I'm leaning far out of the window right now because I have no medical expertise whatsoever. What if you're not allowed to paint the exterior of your house in two different colors? Because if the whole neighborhood does that, and you are someone who has epilepsy,
I see.
and you're driving a car very fast through that neighborhood,
Why would you be driving a car so fast?
I mean, hey, people with epilepsy can also be risky with cars.
Oh yeah, that's not what I was saying.
Hey, they can also be risky with cars. They're not in Germany, so they don't have these strict road rage laws. So they're just driving very quick through this neighborhood that has bi-colored houses.
Yeah.
And then I think if you have epilepsy, it can...
Like flashing colours
A
and
seizure
flashing
can be
lights.
triggered by flashing lights, flashing colors.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, I don't know. I studied medicine in the Dr. House Academy of Netflix. So don't take that for granted. It might not be the case, but I think
Yeah.
flashing colors, flashing lights can cause a seizure for people who are just prone to it. So maybe that's why you're not allowed to. Because
That would be a nice reason. That would be a good
Right?
reason to not allow that.
because I think to go so far as to by law forbid something
yeah.
is...
Also, you think like when you think about it, something must have happened. Something bad must
Yeah.
have happened when someone did
Or
that
not bad.
for it to be prohibited.
Yeah, or not bad. Like it could be like a medical reason, which fair enough then.
Yeah.
But it could be like the neighbor didn't like the fact that you colored your house in two colors, and he just happened to be the mayor. So he passed the law.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last one from Quebec
Okay.
is... Oh no, there's actually two more.
Uh-huh.
It is illegal to build a snowman that is higher than 30 inches. Why? What's wrong with snowmen that are taller than 30 inches? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that no snowman in Quebec is going to be taller than I am,
Well, that's a way to make sure of that.
right?
No, but I think it again makes me think of like what if you build a snowman and you drive a car and the snowman just stands in front of a road sign?
I see. So it poses a danger to...
Yeah.
I think we're
That
thinking...
limits your view.
I think we're thinking too logical. I think these laws are really sometimes
I
just
really
random.
want to know.
Yeah, yeah,
really
but like
want to know.
sometimes the laws don't say that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. It's
And the
just
last one.
because, Yeah.
that's the person's favorite because they say my personal favorite. Before 2018, you could get up to 14 years in prison if you frightened the Queen. And my question is, does that apply if I just on accident happen to frighten the
Yeah, I
Queen?
was just about to say, is it only when you try to frighten her on purpose?
Like on purpose?
Or what if like...
She just doesn't like my outfit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Or you just like walk out from around the corner and she's just there and like
She
it
just-
frightens her.
Yeah. Do I get prison for that?
14 years.
14 years, up to 14 years. And I'm just thinking, did that happen? Does a poor soul sit in prison, or did the poor soul sit in prison because
It's
he
probably
just...
still in prison.
Yeah, because he just frightened the Queen. Sorry.
Wow. And also, how do we measure that? Is it like, does the Queen need to claim that she was frightened?
Does the Queen need to report that person to the police?
Basically, yeah. Like, oh, I've been frightened by that person, or is it more of a,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting. Well, it's so unsatisfying that we don't know how the actual answers, but those
I
are
would love to know that.
quite the funny rules.
Yeah. Next DM is not about funny laws anymore.
Yeah.
It is a question that I thought was very interesting that we might try to answer. The DM goes, it really helps me realize how important it is to find someone who will be there for you no matter what, even through your worst moments. I think it's sort of hard nowadays to see if a person may be that committed to stay even with harder problems down the road. So my question is, What do you guys think are the most important things to look for in a person to know it might end in a strong, safe, and steady relationship?
The person's probably referring to the fact that we frequently talk about mental health.
Yeah, and our struggles.
Struggles and like how we're there for each other and try to find through that and basically how to know if that person is going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a difficult.
It is. It is definitely not a straightforward answer.
But is it ever?
Is it ever? That's true. Good point. I feel like in general, starting off, nowadays people look for someone who's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like that's also how kind of this message comes across or can come across, is that you're looking for someone, or one is looking for someone who is going to tick all the boxes and is not going to have any flaws. Maybe it's not at all what the author of the message meant.
I don't think that's what it meant, but I think it could be read as that.
Yeah.
And I do see a tendency in our generation that people, the moment something isn't just right with their partner, there's a tendency to just immediately break up.
Yeah, to drop them.
Because, I mean, nowadays it's so much easier than it ever was to meet someone new. So suddenly a person becomes replaceable, or so it seems in the very beginning. And that's why I think our generation has a tendency to immediately like just exchange partners, while it is exactly that phase where you find out, is that maybe a person that will carry me through the moments when I'm not my best.
It's a bit more rare to fight for a person.
Yeah.
And to fight together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's us against the problem that we need to tackle rather than me against the other person. But I think that's something that's been present, that's always been present. It's just became a bit easier now.
Okay, so how do we actually find out if that person's going to be there? Like, in the end, it's a risk.
Yeah.
In the end, you never know. But there are certain signs in the very beginning, in the getting to know phase, in the even friendship phase when it started as a friendship, that will just tell you. And without those, you will not really go into a relationship anyway. For example, well, communication, one, is something that's, of course, always super important. You know, you always hear that, but what does that really mean? In our example, like with our relationship, it meant that no matter what, we just discussed everything, and no matter how uncomfortable the topic, and no matter how much it was an argument, and we really didn't want to look at this flaw of ours in that moment, we had to, because that's only how the relationship grew. I mean, in the beginning, you're not the perfect partner for your partner.
That's true. You grow into it.
Exactly, you grow into it. And that's only through communication. Like, how would I have known that one thing that is super important to you that isn't important at all to me, you know, is actually the case or not present or whatever?
Yeah.
How would I have known? So you needed to tell me, hey, it's really important for me that you do this or say this or remind me of
don't do
this.
this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why communication is super important. I do also have to say, however, that our relationship is kind of had a cheat code.
That is true. Because for 2 years we were long distance.
Yeah, at the beginning of our relationship, at the very beginning of our relationship, 2 years. The first 2 years were long distance, and of course, every party involved hates the fact that you're long distance.
Yeah.
That's not nice. It's never nice.
Yeah.
But
one thing that definitely did come out of it was that our communication skills were great.
Yeah, they needed to improve right away.
Yeah.
And if at any point during the relationship, it has to be at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because to have that same outcome, I want to say.
Yeah.
Just because it is in the first few months, weeks, years that you establish what you really need from one another and why you really love that person. And I know that a lot of couples every now and then have that little question in the back of their mind, like, oh, does that person really love me? Or is it something that I give to them that they love? Is it, I don't know, are they with me because of my body? Because I give them this, because they really like this.
Cuddling,
yeah. They just want to be held. And that's why they're with me, not because they actually love me. And that is completely out of the picture when you're long distance.
Yeah, because you are there just for the person.
Yeah, and you literally can only talk. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
And that's why really unhelpful things during communication could never occur.
For example, hanging up.
Exactly, hanging up on you. During an argument. Oh, an argument is getting too hard, I just hang up on you.
That's just something you cannot do, because then the other person has nothing and you have nothing as well.
Yeah, like it's totally different when you're face to face and you have an argument, and one just leaves the room and says, you know what, you're annoying me, like I need to walk around the block and I come back, right? That's totally different because you will come back.
Yeah.
Or the person can go after you.
The other person is also in control of what happens.
Exactly, but if you hang up on someone, the other person's not in control, and that is something...
And completely, because even if they can try to call you back, you might not pick up. You know, there is...
That's just unfair. One thing that was something that we just agreed upon is that we never do things within our relationship that are only possible because we are long distance.
Yeah.
So where are we going with this? Communication is key. And that means communicating not only when you don't like something, but also communicating what is important to you.
Yeah, or how you feel about the relationship in general.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when we were starting to get together, you were not so convinced of where you want to take it.
Yeah, I was scared of commitment.
And first thing, you voiced it from the very start. You were honest with me and you said, hi, I don't know if I want to commit. There are feelings that I have that I want to act on, but I don't yet know how.
Yeah.
And
I just didn't want to be in a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
And you gave me the space that I needed. And that means not only space as in room, but in this specific example, it meant you gave me the time that I needed. And you said, hey, we can do it in your pace. It's totally up to you. You can take all the time that you need to be okay with the thought of being in a long-term relationship, or not.
Or not long-term, because that's also something I said was people think that a relationship either ends in marriage or ends. And that is true, but that should not be something that is stopping you from entering a relationship, because at the end of the day, you do it because you just want it and it feels right in the moment, and that's totally fine.
Yeah. And that's the second thing that I wanted to say with the room. You basically gave me the room to explore the thought of commitment. Because I was the kind of person who told you, like, I'm not ready to take it that seriously, because if we don't marry, then we date to break up.
Yeah.
So why do we do it?
Yeah.
And you said that, like, because it feels right now. If it feels wrong in 4 months, in 4 years, in 40 years, feel free to break up. But right now...
Or bring it up.
Or bring it up, yeah, of course. And then we can work on why it feels wrong. But if that's your decision then to just break up, then be free.
Yeah.
But right now, if it is truly your feeling that you want to be in a relationship with me, then why are you not? Just because we might not marry? What if we marry?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I said, well, I'm not ready to marry. And then you said, you don't have to marry me. Chill.
Yeah.
And it's not that deep. And that really helped me in general with commitment.
Yeah. Oh, just to say, I don't think I was being very pushy with it. I think.
Oh, no. It was very. No, that I didn't want to create that impression right now. No, it wasn't like, hey, be in a relationship with me because what's the big deal?
Yeah.
It was more like, hey, if that's what you want, don't be scared of it, because that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But if that's not what you want, that's fine.
Yeah.
Again, you said we do it in your pace anyway.
Yeah.
So that was really nice, and that made me realize that this might really be a relationship where I will be able to say, hey, this is not what I'm comfortable with, I would rather do this. And in the end, yes, it's a risk. You don't know if they're going to be there for you in the moments where you're lowest, or it can be even there for you, and that might also not be on the other person. But it's these green flags, these like, can we talk about these things, that give you a good feeling of, okay, yeah, I think I want to put my love, my heart into your hands.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's always a risk.
Yeah.
Love is a risk, and you give the other person your heart, and they can take it or they can break it.
Yeah.
And
that's a price. Like, you cannot, like, you gamble high here. Like, falling in love with someone, being in a relationship with someone, being the most intimate with that person, if that's what you want.
The most vulnerable.
The most vulnerable is a risk.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're scared. Of course you are.
Yeah.
But the return you get might be worth it.
Yeah.
So, do it scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, the other thing you can do, again, you never know is basically what I want to say.
That's true.
You never know beforehand. So we cannot really answer that person. However, if there's no major red flags, that would be also interesting. Talk about our red flags, like what we think is a red flag in other people. I would love to talk to you about not so like mundane things like,
But some weirdly specific
yeah,
things.
like, oh, if he doesn't clean up his
Dishes.
dishes, yeah,
Whatever.
oh, red flag, I'll break up. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
you communicate that,
Yeah.
Then further, if he doesn't do that, then it's the
Then it
red
becomes a
flag.
problem.
Yeah, but then the red flag is not he doesn't clean his dishes, but the red flag is he doesn't listen to me when I say what's
Yeah.
important to me.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love to because I have some very specific red flags.
Yeah,
we
nice.
talked about it, but
I
yesterday.
need to think about mine.
Yeah, let's bring them for the next episode.
Nice.
Few red flags that we think.
Let's do it.
Well, are red flags.
Yeah.
So yeah, if there's no major red flags, just you can only take a risk, and you never know what life will throw at you.
Yeah.
So when you say, how do I know if a person is going to stick with me through these hard times? You don't know what hard times are awaiting you, because your life might change literally tomorrow.
Yeah.
You always know when it's there, and huge life events are a test to relationships. Like, I hear that a lot, that like, oh, someone's pregnant, relationship falls apart. Or like, someone died, like a parent died, relationship falls apart. Because like these huge life events, they really test the
Because
relationship.
they have an impact on both of the people.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that someone's in the wrong there.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
these things are difficult, and if you cannot bear a relationship anymore, that's okay.
At the end of the day, no one can vouch for how they're going to behave in a certain scenario that they've never been in yet.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot say, oh, I will never do that if I've never been near that situation.
Yeah, exactly. But I think there are just a few things that are definitely signs of the person being, or possibly being the right one.
Well,
which is they communicate, which is, for example, I remember truthfulness as well.
Honesty.
That's honesty. That's something that you said to me when we started talking, even just as friends.
Yeah.
You said, hi, there's one thing that I will definitely not tolerate. It's lying. Just don't lie to me.
Yeah, everything else is okay.
Yeah, and I feel like that's also a big one, is like, I will not be around a liar.
Yeah, honesty in general is such an important character trait thing for me.
Yeah.
Not only from another person, but also towards myself. Try to be honest to yourself. Don't lie to yourself.
Yeah.
And also, as you said, I said that to you when we were still friends.
Yeah.
I say that to my friends. I say, it doesn't matter who you are. Like, if you're my friend no matter what. And I'm loyal to you no matter what. And I will communicate with you no matter what. I'm honest with you. I tell you what's okay, what's not okay. And maybe our friendship is going to break. But like, as long as you're honest with me, we should be good.
Yeah.
I can deal with people who have character traits that the rest of society deems insufferable.
Yeah.
Which I really don't think so. Like, if you're arrogant, that's okay. If you're mean, if you're, I don't know,
If you're
cynic,
judgmental.
if you're judgmental, if
We
you're
can work through it.
arrogant, like it's okay. Like, it doesn't bother me that you
Yeah.
are.
But of course, you still have the right to call the person out.
And that's the thing. If it ends up bothering me, if you end up stepping on my toes because of these character traits, then I will bring it up. Or I would want to be able to bring it up, and you not to retreat, like, and like go get defensive. Be
Yeah.
honest to yourself.
Yeah.
And then we can work on that. Like, that's totally fine for me.
Yeah.
As long as you don't twist the reality that I live in, because that's my problem with lying.
Yeah.
No one, not even me, has the right to dictate in what false reality I live.
Yeah, because you have the right to know, and you have the right to make up your mind about something.
Whenever the question comes up, would you forgive your partner if they cheated? For me, it's two different things. To forgive your partner if they cheated and lied about it, or if they cheated and immediately told you. I'm not saying now which one I would forgive, or if it would easy to forgive. Like, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But what I am saying, it's two completely different scenarios.
That's true.
It is different that if your partner for 6 months had a whole new
And
life,
continuously lied to you
Continuously,
that's
yeah.
not happening.
whole different relationship.
Yeah.
Everything, all of the lies.
Yeah, exactly, because that makes your relationship be a lie as well.
Yeah.
Because it couldn't
What
be...
can you trust?
Exactly.
As opposed to someone cheated. Like, those are different things. So
Yeah.
cheating is not equal to cheating for me. So that's always a very relative question.
Yeah.
Again, not saying if it would be a problem for me or not. Like, let's not go into
Yeah.
that. However, let's just say that for me, the lying is worse than the cheating.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's something I can definitely say.
Yeah.
Because that's so scary. Like, some people really be out there having a whole other relationship it would hurt me so much.
So much more.
Because you like you are a perfect liar. I cannot believe anything you said.
Not only you hurt me, but you denied
And
it.
also, if you have a whole different life, like there's so many lies. Oh yeah, I'm at work longer, or I have to work weekends, or
Good point.
you know, I love you. You're the only one for me. All lies.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
In a
yeah.
monogamous relationship.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, just prefacing
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So honesty. Be honest to yourself. Be brave enough to word your boundaries, because in the end, you cannot control the other person. You never know if they will be there. They might not know if they will be there through your hardest. So you cannot predict that. But the only thing that you can control is that you're honest to yourself and stand up for yourself. And God knows I have also my problems with that, so I know it's difficult. But that's the only thing you can do. Stand up for yourself, voice these things, and then you should be good to go.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah. As long as you know what your boundaries are.
Yeah.
And I feel like this word is often misunderstood, especially recently, that people use boundaries as, I don't want you to do this.
Yeah.
Even though the boundary is actually, if you do this, I will withdraw.
Yeah.
You know, the boundary is what you do, not what the other person does, or not what the other person can or cannot do. Is that you don't take the other person's ability or the other person's
Could you give me an example for that?
for example, I can ask you, I can ask you not to scream,
Yeah.
but my boundary is actually, if you scream, I will leave the room, for example. The boundary is not, I prohibit you to scream.
Aha.
The boundary should be, if you do that,
I will protect myself.
I will protect myself. Because at the end of the day, we cannot really dictate what the other person does or doesn't do.
Yeah.
It's just what comes after.
So, yeah. Now I understand.
Or at least that's kind of how I see boundary. I don't necessarily want to preach something
Yeah,
now
yeah.
that is
That-
not true to
that-
other people, or that is just wrong. If that's not your definition of boundary, that's totally
But
fine.
that's your definition.
But that is my
That's
personal, and I
interesting.
feel like
I don't think I ever saw it like that. I definitely have to think about that. I have a boundary, and I inform you that I will then need to protect myself.
yeah.
Huh. Okay, I need to think about that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I also never thought about that. Yeah.
Because in general, I feel like we can ask someone to not do something, but we don't necessarily have the right to prohibit
Yes,
something to do
yes.
something.
Because they
Someone
can
to
still
do something. Sorry.
They can still do it. And then again, what I just said, it is in your responsibility to act accordingly, to protect yourself, to step up, to be honest to
Yeah.
yourself, to, you know, and don't try to control the other person.
Yeah.
Just know yourself, or
Yeah.
get to know yourself.
Yeah.
You
It
might
is
not
so
know,
much easier to build a meaningful relationship when you trust yourself.
and that you will
when
say no or yes in the moments that matter to you.
Yeah.
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 We always talk about communication with others, but like the communication to yourself is super important, and also at the core of your communication with others.
Yeah.
Because what are you communicating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Wow.
Wow.
Good talk.
Good talk. Good talk. Good talk. I feel like there is still so much unsaid, but yet I cannot think of anything that I want to say right now to this.
We can always come back to it.
Yeah, I might, because that's such a nuanced topic.
Yeah, it
And I
is.
also don't want to generalize things. Also keep in mind, guys, you're listening to two mid-20s, also still figuring their life out.
Yeah.
We're not here to preach at
Yeah.
all. This is just our experience so far. We
Yeah.
might make different experiences later on.
Yeah, and we will also make mistakes, learn from the mistakes.
100%. And I'm sitting here saying, oh, it's super important to be honest to you, but I know that privately I really struggle with that.
Yeah,
Identifying my boundaries. I'm really bad at that.
yeah. I was not anymore, but when we entered our relationship, I was not that good with communicating. With communicating what I was not okay with,
Yeah.
not in terms of I knew what was wrong, so I could identify the boundary for myself, but I would not be able to
Bring it up.
put it up and bring
Yeah.
it up because I would be so scared of losing what we had.
Yeah.
For example, so that's definitely something that I needed to learn and to
Yeah.
feel comfortable and confident that not every disagreement is gonna end the relationship.
Yeah.
You know?
And for me, it starts earlier. I sometimes have a problem understanding that I'm not okay with something. I did have friendships that ended because of that. Because I should have ended them earlier, or I should have said something earlier, that something that was happening was not okay. but I didn't even recognize it wasn't okay. And at the end, in the end, I didn't even blame that person. I wasn't even like, you are a horrible person because you did this, this, and this, and that was not okay, because I didn't know. And that's sad for the both of us. It would have ended anyway. This friendship would have ended anyway.
Yeah.
Because it was really not good for me. But I didn't know that, and that's so frustrating. Like, what are moments that I'm missing this? So the reason I'm telling this, guys, is we also still make these mistakes.
Yeah, we are not perfect. We're far from perfect.
No, and the goal is not to be. The goal in life is not to be perfect. The goal in life is not to protect yourself from heartbreak, or to never get hurt again, or to not go into a relationship because they might break up with you, because like you will not experience the fun you might have in the moment. You know, oh, I don't want to date for 4 years just to break up with you. Why? That might be the best 4 years of your life.
Yeah.
Why not? Or like, oh, I don't want to go into this friendship because they're an arrogant person. Like, turns out they're really funny.
Yeah.
They just happen to be arrogant as well. If it bothers you in a moment, you can say that. But like, people who are arrogant are not bad because they're arrogant.
Yeah.
People who are egocentric are not bad because they have this characteristic of being egocentric.
Yeah.
They can be so much fun. But if it bothers you and if they're overstepping, you need to protect yourself and tell them, whoa, 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 this is not our dynamic, and I don't want this to be our dynamic.
Yeah, and just figure out for yourself what traits you can deal with. Because, for example, it might be a no-go that you don't want to be around arrogant people.
Yeah.
And if that's your boundary, if that's something
that's also cool.
Yeah, you know, that's also cool.
If you know that about yourself, then that's fine.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, like, don't write them off because of that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. There are other things that you can write them off because of.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Also, come on, a lot of us have traits that we would say are bad in other people.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing that I've learned in my acting degree, it's that what we judge other people for, you know, character traits that we don't like, you definitely have that too.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason they are strong in this other person. It's a human feeling. It's a human experience.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like envious people. Well, envy is a very human feeling.
Yeah.
So it's very likely that you experience envy too.
You'd be the first one to throw a stone.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying you hate the character trait most in people that you have yourself secretly. That's not what I'm saying, because I don't know how true that is. I know I read that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, it only bothers you because deep down you know you are like that. I cannot make that generalization.
I think it can be true sometimes. It doesn't have to be.
But that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I am saying that it's a human experience. You might have that too.
Yeah.
In smaller...
Or it might happen to you in the future.
Yeah.
That you will display a certain trait.
100%. And just going back to the acting degree, one of the first things you learn is not to judge your character. And sometimes you, well, have to play characters who are the opposite of you. And you have to learn to understand their point of view rather than judging them for it.
Yeah.
Like
you can have your personal opinion on them, of course, but when you're acting, that should not matter.
Yeah, and it doesn't, because you have to... One of my acting teachers always said, you have to be the lawyer of your character. So you cannot convincingly play a character who protects their own point of view within a scene while you're judging them for that character trait. You know? Like, let's just use a very two-dimensional example here, because it's more nuanced than that. But let's say I'm a homophobic person, my character is gay.
Yeah.
Right? If I judge them for being gay, that's being picked up on the scene.
Yeah.
Like, the audience will see that. And how dare you as well? Like, you are currently playing a gay man or a gay character. How dare you judging them for
it
that?
does also work the other way around.
Of course,
if
100%.
you're gay yourself and you're playing a homophobic character.
100%. And I think that's the most interesting.
Yeah.
You are, as an actor, and I love that, maybe as an artist in general as well, but now I can only speak for an actor, you're forced to open your view, to open your mind to different experiences in life. And if I'm playing a homophobic person, I really have to understand what makes a person homophobic. I can have my private opinions about that 100%, and you know, that's fine. But in that moment, I have to fully understand why someone is homophobic. That's not to say that because of that role I will become homophobic, because that's not what acting is.
Yeah.
But, you know, no one thinks they're doing things to be mean or to be a bad person. Everyone thinks they're doing the right thing. And that is always something where you can start as an actor. And it's so much fun to explore.
Yeah, yeah. It's also fun to explore the parts that they might not be aware of as well.
Yeah.
Because you said that as a character, you know why you're homophobic. Sometimes you don't.
Oh, yeah.
You know, sometimes you don't. But you just need to know your point of view on that topic.
And that's also so much fun as an actor then to figure out something that your character also doesn't know.
Yeah.
You know, something that is unconscious.
Yeah.
And then as an actor, you then have to figure out, okay, how do I play something that is unconscious to my character, but it's present?
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And maybe the audience needs to pick it up, but not me.
Yeah.
And so you rehearse and you find it. Oh man, I talk about acting all the time. Love it. Yeah, but I think we have to wrap it up.
I think we need to wrap it up, yeah. That
Again,
was a good question.
that was a really good question. Love questions that really make us talk a lot.
Yeah. Is it my turn? Well, thank you for tuning in.
Hi.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
And listening to today's episode of Don't Scream I'll Cry. And we'll see you next week, same time,
Same
place, at our man cave.
Yeah. And I hope you had fun. We hope you enjoyed today's episode, even though it might be a bit chaotic. And please, please, please send in some more DMs so we never run out of topics to talk about. And until then,
Don't Scream I'll Cry.
don't scream, I'll cry.
You're so much better at this.
No.